I pushed the bedroom door open, and froze. The truth sat right in front of me. The mask was gone. There he lay, the man who had stalked the edges of my nightmares without ever knowing my name. The same man whose world was about to collapse before sunrise. He slept peacefully, wrapped in silk sheets, unaware that everything he owned, his empire, his reputation, his carefully crafted throne, was already slipping through my fingers. My story with him didn't begin with fate or romance. It began with desperation. Months earlier I married him. Not because I loved him. Not because I even liked him. But because survival demanded it. My family was shattered, buried in debt, cornered, helpless. I needed a way out. And he was the perfect solution. An aging man with a fragile ego, soft defenses, and a hunger for admiration. A man who mistook charm for affection, obedience for loyalty. I walked into his life like a gentle breeze. He swallowed me like a storm. A smile here. A touch there. A laugh at his unfunny jokes. Every gesture rehearsed. Every word a trap dipped in honey. I remember the first day we met. Him sitting in a gold-trimmed lobby, drowning in cigar smoke and fake grandeur, acting like the air itself owed him rent. I had nothing except fear, determination, and a thin rope of hope. He extended his hand with a grin soaked in expensive bourbon, and I took it because I had no other choice. Being his wife was easy at first. Too easy. He thrived on admiration. I fed him just enough to keep him blind. I studied him, his routines, his weaknesses, the cracks beneath his polished exterior. Every dinner conversation became a clue. Every pause, every sigh, every slip, I collected like a thief assembling pieces for the perfect heist. Then the cracks widened. A message he forgot to hide. A name I didn't recognize. A softness in his voice meant for someone else. No panic. No rage. Just a quiet note in the back of my mind. Use this. And I did. Because shouting is loud. But destruction, true destruction, needs silence, strategy, precision. I changed roles. I stopped being the devoted wife. I became the architect of his downfall. I positioned every piece on the board. Accountants stumbled. Friends backed away. Lawyers raised eyebrows. I whispered where it mattered. I planted doubt where it would hurt most. And all the while he believed he was untouchable. He laughed too loudly, trusted too quickly, bragged too openly. I watched every misstep like a surgeon preparing for the final incision. And now I stood over him in the bedroom, the endgame finally within reach. His eyes opened slowly, confusion clouding his face. For the first time he looked small. Human. Breakable. You know, he murmured, voice trembling, I think someone's been. I cut him off with a single look. A look that told him everything. The files were already moving. The accounts freezing. The allies abandoning him. His empire, my cage, cracking from its foundation. I know, I whispered. Come. Colder than the truth he tried to hide. I know everything. Disbelief hit him first. Then fear. Then the slow, burning realization that the woman he underestimated, the woman he thought he owned, was the one holding the detonator. I turned and walked out, leaving him in the bed he believed defined his power. By morning he would learn that the world he built wasn't a kingdom, just a stage. And I was done playing my role. When the final piece fell, the feeling wasn't joy. It wasn't victory. It was clarity. A quiet, perfect stillness that comes when justice arrives without noise. I saved my family. I reclaimed my strength. I proved that the most dangerous person in the room is the one with nothing left to lose. I slipped into the hallway like a shadow, the obedient wife persona still intact until the last domino dropped. And when he finally understood who had replaced him in every sense, his control, his certainty, his illusion, I was already gone. Untouched, unshaken, unmatched, and completely free.